There we go. Loaded laptop. Joseph seemed to be revving out his gears, which suggests to me that he's burning off fuel. This is on the outlap. So, we never know. But... Yes. Revving out his gears on the outlap. So just wondering if he's burning fuel. Holds it in 7th and goes down to 3rd for turn 4. That's... As he does invalidate on the exit, he'll back off and want to go again. So TD will be the first valid car and is on a lap. There we go. He does have a Haas very close to him. I think that's Adam. No, not ideal for Adam either, because having a car in front on your lap isn't good either way. His TD also gets out the way. Yeah. Unless of course you're a race merchant, in which case you have people behind you all the time. Obviously not something I would know. Definitely not that I had 2 people up my bum in my first win. That was such a good time. Can we go back to that, please? Mexico last season. Definitely not that I had 2 people up my bum when I was trying to win. I still don't know how I managed that. Because I try and do Mexico now and I just can't do it. I'm just washed. Go to Greg, shall we? I noticed that as well. I just don't understand why you do it these days. Like in 21 you could probably get away with it. But now it's just uncompetitive, as Josh gets to the line, does a 30.3. Greg does a 30.1, beats him by about a tenth and a half. I mean, yeah. I mean, you do. Just not these days. Back in Season 3, Season 4, you were fine. Had anybody behind? TD is quite a ways behind. That is TD and... No, that's TD and Joseph that were having a little bit of a battle there. I think they're just having some fun right now. We'll go to Bear. Tidiest Bear. And we'll see where the slap puts him. He was... Yeah. Keeps it just about within track limits on the first part. I think that's turn 14 and technically in between turn 15 as he goes P9. Ahead of his teammate Josh by about 400ths. So it's quite close between the 2 Red Bull boys. It's a 2-time 81 champ that you're beating there. Washed driver. I'm kidding, Josh, I love you really. Yeah, watch back the stream and just be like, meh, hello? As we'll watch smaller smiley coming down in between towards turn 11. I feel like the brake balls are actually quite far out. Oh, really? Yeah, that's quite surprising. I didn't think people would be that far out. But as we're talking, watching smaller smiley come to the line now. Quite a bit more battery in comparison to others. And as he goes P9 on 0.2. Next car to the line will be Tomino. As he goes top by 0.3. Top Gun on the medium tyre. On his first representative lap. And he goes P9 on a 30.0. Next car. That is really interesting. I honestly would have thought the top car would have won in analysis before. To be fair, it's like me saying I've got... Oh, there are people in chat. Hello. Joseph, I agree, you are a plonker.
Technology, yeah.
Well, I'm glad that we had people to let us know.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, we would have done the whole stream and we wouldn't know.
There's that guy. Excuse me, puts into P5 with a 29.5.
Yeah, he switched to the soft tyre. What are you eating?
Sausage.
I don't know why that's funny.
Because it's fitting, that's why.
Yeah, that's kind of Willow, though, isn't it, really? Only kidding.
That's from America.
Oh, yeah, should be fine. And John's from America.
America. The meme that I can't say, otherwise I'll get banned.
You play the game at all? I think he is currently safe, though.
I think probably both Ryan and Sano can retire. And as I say, that's smaller retires.
But the main thing is everyone's settled up, so no one can complain after this race.
We don't mention that.
Whoops.
That caused quite a lot of...
you might be more ideal for this tier 2, Redeemer. No one wants to go on first day, it's too sweaty.
I can safely tell you that one.
Guy that's chatting right now, he's the sweat guy.
Time and day 7:30 UK.
This is basically just started, like,
How long ago?
that goes up to 8th.
That's a good lap from Greg.
Yeah, he loves the no assist format.
Slovingo getting slidey out of turn 8.
Yeah, the marbles make it very tough, this track.
Redeemer 82 is Sundays. All races are 7:30 UK, which I don't remember off the top of my head what that is.
What pace are you, Redeemer, compared to John? Don't say you're quicker than John, please.
If he's quicker than John, we have a problem. Ah.
What about
Yeah,
Thursdays?
fair enough. Thursdays or Sundays?
Oh, Flamingo Eagle just goes 15th. It's very close down there, down the bottom.
He does have 3/10 to Lem, to be fair. Who is at the intersection?
Sunday to Thursday. That's a different schedule.
Sunday to Thursday. Interesting. So that would mean literally no races. Lem has backed off before the checker flag, so Flamingo Eagle has one less person to worry about. Adam has made the line to go again, but with that little battery, it'll be tough for him to get around and do a competitive
There's a
lap.
lot better showing from Energy Lamb compared to last week.
Closer to the pack. Novi is another one with very little battery. I don't think it was up by much either. Yeah, 31-2, stays in 18th. Adamski is a 10th up. So we could see Flamingo Eagle being knocked out by Adam.
He only needs a few temps.
Hmm. Two tenths up now. I would put him on a 6:01.
Oh, he ain't got much battery either.
Hmm.
Needs to
So
break
unless he
so
has a
late
mega
here.
final corner, you don't know if he'll have this.
Good luck, good luck.
It's good so far. 30.59.
16. Unlucky, good
Yeah.
effort.
Only by 100th, I think that was. You work at a ski resort, Redeemer.
I'll get the screenshots.
That is impressive. So the bottom three, Novi, Lem, and Adam.
Yeah, oh, yeah, by 11,000 Adam misses out.
Yeah.
Oh no, 9,000.
9, yeah.
9,000.
I was going to say, the maths isn't mathing.
No. That's how close it is in no assist.
Very true. Very true.
If he had more battery, he would have got through.
Mm.
Wouldn't you?
Yeah. No, I need to get my numbers up.
You need to do your DeflatedWee, get the numbers up.
My numbers aren't numbering. Second gear through turn 1, that's an interesting choice.
Yeah, Ryan does prefer the lower gears.
This is Top Gun we're watching.
Oh,
Ryan.
Top Gun.
That's a Williams patch.
I was watching the wrong one. Oh dear.
I think there might be Ryan behind him. Yep, Ryan behind him.
Picking up the marbles.
Haven't seen many lockups into turn 10 yet. I think we saw one by TD in the last session, but that's it. A little bit of lag there.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Unless it's just Top Gun's end.
I always enjoy watching his races. I love the reactions he does.
he comes to the line now, 29.2, that's either on par with or a second off of what Tomino did in the last session. And I can't remember which way around it is.
I think 28.6 in Q1 as well.
The fastest was a 0.2.
So the track's not improved that much.
But also used tyres. Who's next to the line? Tidy's Bear goes P9. There's an Aston on an outlap and Greg coming up behind him.
I think Greg,
Lets him go.
I think Josh is going to go again. I think he had to slow that.
He is 3.9 seconds off the next car, so I would hope so. As Greg does a 30.4, moves himself up into the safe zone, but only by one place. Next car to the line will be Chaz, who's 0.3 up on Greg, if my maths is correct. He'll sneeze. Chaz goes into P8 on a 0.0. 400.
That's pretty good.
That guy.
That's very good.
Next car to set a competitive lap time will be Sano, who is 0.2 up further on Chaz. Yellow flag in the last corner. Not quite sure what that was for. There's now from Mayo coming into the pits. TD. Sano to the line now, 29.7. 2.5 up on Chaz. Next car to the line will be Josh. I think Josh might be doing race runs actually.
Really?
He doesn't open his DRS and he doesn't have his ERS on.
Yeah, he's got 24 laps of fuel on board.
Ah, fun. As we see the next car coming up to the line now, Smaller Smiley.
He's been watching me too much.
30.3. Smaller will definitely need to go again. So there's Greg going into the pits, and Chaz has run out of fuel again.
Yano Armia does that.
I guess it's because you've bedded the tyre in. Therefore it won't have as much pickup, so you can have a wider variety of lines, I guess. Unless I'm just waffling, of course.
What's your not, mate?
There he is.
You know what you're talking about.
Do I?
Yeah, you should. You should.
I should.
You
will.
underestimate your abilities and your knowledge.
Right on board with Tomino for a lap. So there's a Ferrari in the sector. It's always fun.
Softs were on 13% wear.
It is very slidey into turn 4, I noticed. He's 200s down.
I'll let you know what John John's doing. Oh, 6 times up John John is. In the middle sector.
Because Tomino has quite a big snap for 11 there.
Yeah, it's one of his.
Ooh. His fastest by just under half a tenth.
Yeah.
Tomino is 2 tenths up, nearly 3.
Tomino had a massive moment there, an overstep moment.
There's a lot of his pace coming in. Or just about keeping it within the track.
Wow.
28.1.
What?
very good for Q2.
Yeah. There was a massive overstay moment there as well, wasn't there?
So you could have possibly had a .0 in that lap. A lot of people going out again. I don't think they need to. Because a 29.3 in Q2 is a respectable lap.
Yeah, oh, definitely.
Maybe it's a question of wanting to be in 107% time.
I think Deflate's going to chill out that.
His Top Gun is 2/10 up. There's a yellow at turn 13. For a slowing Alpha Tauri. There might be Tomino who's run out of fuel after his lap. Yeah, that's John retiring in the pits. That's not a surprise at all. We'll see Top Gun split now. He's 4/10 up now, so
Yeah, trucks
he
must be really
if
improving.
he keeps tracking at this rate, he might go ahead of John.
Yeah, he must be full of confidence after last week's win.
Yeah, definitely. Wouldn't put it past him. 28-7 splits Joseph and John. The two title protagonists at the moment, but we'll see whether Tomino can join them after missing the first 7-8 races.
Yeah, John extended his leading championship last week to 22 points ahead of Joseph.
Yes, because they both had the drive-through issue.
Yeah, that was the highlight of the race.
That was a rather interesting one.
And Flamingo
Because
forgetting
I
to
haven't
service
seen it
drive-through.
personally ever happen. But I saw it happen to... What was it? Berejne and Jake Benham. In... I think it was WOR or something.
Yeah, I remember that as well.
Yeah. That was a very... looked upon, I guess is the correct phrase to label that with. It's very... became very well known at the time. It's just something that Codemasters need to look at. There are a lot of things that Codemasters need to look at.
Oh, DeflatedWee goes
going up
second.
into P2 by a quarter of a tenth.
Yeah, so I think they're all right to go out again.
Well, Ryan and Greg still aren't out on track, and as Smaller Smiley has crashed at the final corner. I think. Oh yeah, there's a tyre in the middle of the road.
Oh dear.
In the immortal words of DeflatedWee, that is not ideal.
You said it.
So, as Josh goes quite deep into turn 1 there, the highest that Smaller Smiley will be starting is 14th. Sano might just be safe. He is up, so he's up into P6. Chaz is coming in. That guy's out. Tidy Spare's out. And Flamingo Eagle is backed off. So the only person who can deny Chaz is Josh, who we already know has made a mistake in turn 1.
I always find it weird to like do a race run and then put one lap of a few laps of fuel to do a quality run. I always find that difficult
I've
to
never
judge.
tried it.
Yeah, it would confuse me too much.
I've done it when just going from a race session back into another quali session when I'm practicing. But never just specifically in qualifying.
I just don't have the mental capacity to do that.
Josh is 3.4 seconds up, so that would put him on a 30.7.
Or
I
send.
think we will probably find a bit of time here. Doubt it will be a second though.
Oh, that guy's out as well.
Hmm.
Their smallest tyre there. Put it on
Josh
eBay.
9.5. Josh is P9. Chaz is out.
Oh, well done, Josh. Great effort. He's done his race practice, and now he's through to Q3.
And that's your 5 drivers out in Q2. Smaller Smiley, Flamingo Eagle, Tidiest Bear, that guy, and Chaz.
Be interesting to see if that wheel's still there in Q3
That would be kind of funny, but also very distracting.
for the whole race.
Mm. Slowest car 3.2 seconds off of Tamino. That is immeasurable.
Chaz just a tenth off getting through. Craig got through as well. That's impressive.
Yeah, but only by the skin of his teeth, about
Yeah.
700ths. Times for pole then. It will be somewhere in the mid to high 27s.
Yeah, I would take a guess.
I myself have been doing a couple laps. I've got fairly low, but that was a one-off lap, which is kind of annoying me.
Well, tell us what it was.
It was a 0.5.
Okay. So if anyone beats that, you'll be impressed, right?
If anyone beats that, I will be extremely impressed, because I got told that that was the first proper main team time that I've done. Because recently I got promoted to main team within CRE. So I'll be doing a couple main team races and also hopefully improving. Something that I am rather scared of this week though, I've got my Fatec coming sometime soon. If it comes on Thursday,
yeah, you said about
I
that,
might be a bit screwed.
Because you're on the G920 at the moment, aren't you?
Yes, I am. And if it comes on Thursday, just before the race, I'll be like, I want to use it, but I want to be competitive.
Yeah, and you have to do all the updates as well.
Yeah, which is why I'm actually quite happy that I'd be getting it at least for Abu Dhabi. I was doing a couple laps earlier, and I think that my lap would have taken the pole record. I just need to check what it is. Either that or it's faster than my no assists one.
Oh, it looks a good lap on TD.
He comes to the line now. 29.1. Still a second off of what
Some might be
Tamino did
using
last
used
session.
tyres as well.
This is true. This is very true. That's not something I should be mentioning on stream.
Who are we watching?
Oh no, just I was looking at my phone for a bit. Because I wanted to check the racing records. The Abu Dhabi one is a 21.8. So yeah, I would have beaten it. And that's
Oh,
with a
interesting.
relatively new setup. I have also decided that my test track is going to be Zandvoort. So when the new game comes out, Zandvoort's the track that I'll be sweating my butt off on. Because I've managed to get close to a 7.9, which is very good.
Yeah, that is.
The Netherlands quality record is an 8.3. My god, am I annoyed that the Q3 was wet in 81.
Josh
And we shall
goes 7th.
Yes, and we shall watch Tomino coming through the final corner now. There's a lot of traffic in the way. Oh, very sliding invalidates.
Yeah, just a bit too early on the throttle there.
28.2. That would have been pole by 5, maybe 6 tenths without the slide. That is insane.
Yeah, that is. Yeah. And then Joseph Hales goes quickest.
28.5. 3 tenths off Tomino.
But it's the official time to beat 28.5.
This is true. This is true.
I'll have a little look at the sector times. Oh, Joseph was actually quicker at sector 1.
What time did he do in sector 1?
28.7.
Pretty decent, to be fair. As that is TD coming back out onto the track. At the end of the pit lane that you can see in your menu, the one right. And also by the telemetry that's going right now. It was a presentation, and my brain is all out of wafflement. So doing this is not a good thing. But it's fine. We do this because we enjoy it.
Is the stream lagging a little bit?
Might just be my end. Because I'm getting cars lagging a little bit. Might be because I'm watching the stream.
It might be okay.
I would rather watch it on my laptop than on my phone because my
Yeah.
laptop's not laggy and my phone is.
Yeah.
My phone is a piece of poop. And I would be saying something else if we weren't on stream. And I think we all know that. Anybody that knows me well would know.
Oh, TD 4 temps up.
Mm-hmm.
This could put him
Would put him
second.
P2.
Go on, TD. Go on.
One of the mainstays in the league.
Oh,
As
no.
he goes off the final corner. Oh, let's see, where would it have put him? It would have put him P2.
Oh.
A tenth off of P1. Where does Greg go? Comes to the line. Greg only goes P8, 3 tenths to Sano. And John will be the first car to start their final lap. We'll do an onboard one, shall we? The number 25 Ferrari. Pretty good traction through turn 1. Nice and tight to the left for turn 4. Holds it in 4th gear. Good traction. Doesn't quite use all of the curb on the left. Is a 10th up. Nearly 2. Down to 5th for the S section. Yes.
Oh, TD. Oh, mate, you would have gone second there. Unlucky.
Yeah, that was a good lap, TD. John has a bit of a rear lock, was that? Couldn't quite tell. There's Prev.
Yay.
Holding it in 5th for T11. Was it in 6th for T12? 2 tenths up now. get a little bit of a tow from his teammate. It's always helpful. Doesn't go outside the track limits through the final corner. Comes up to the line. 28.3 for John onto provisional pole. Next to the line will be Deflated, who's quarter of a second up. And then provisionally P2. Pretty decent through the final corner there. Briefly going into third, so not quite ideal. Only less than half a tenth off of John. Ryan's finished, he's done. And that's Tomino going fastest by 6/10.
Oh my lord.
Top Gun up to the line, he can't improve. Where's Joseph going to go? Also nearly 3/10 up. P2, 4/10 off.
Joseph? Oh, that's good result for Joseph.
Sano to the line. Sano P6. TD, and TD's not on a lap, so Josh is the only one left. 28.9 goes up into P7, and that is your top 10. That is a lap and a half from Tomino.
Yeah.
It's impressive to get
Yeah, I was
4
watching
tenths on this
it on
field.
board. It looked just absolutely nailed every corner. Four tenths.
That is insane.
Yeah, 2/10 in the first two sectors, and then 2/10 in the last sector. The difference.
That's just mental. And
That's
your
what I'm
top 10.
saying.
Tomino takes pole, back-to-back poles from Canada to Bahrain, followed by Joseph Hales in P2, nearly 4/10 down. John in P3.
18th pole.
Second Mercedes. Hello?
Hello.
How many poles has he had?
18. Yeah.
That's some
Both
almost,
probably.
isn't it?
Almost. Yeah.
That's impressive.
Very.
DeflatedWee, followed in P4, followed by Top Gun, Sano, Josh, TD, Ryan, and Greg. And now we have our lovely 5-minute break, where we waffle about anything and everything.
That must be your favourite part then. Get ready to munch on your popcorn, guys.
And here we go to 5 red lights for the Bahrain Grand Prix. In IIRL, no assists, and the lights are out, and we're underway. Tomino getting a fairly decent getaway, almost just about side by side with Joseph Hales. Joseph Hales and John side by side into turn 1. There's a tap for Joseph Hales, causing chaos behind. That's Sano up fighting for P4, side by side with Top Gun and Deflated, who's wisely backed out. Joseph has lost out to John in the first couple of metres. There's a yellow flag in the back, that's Adamski and Prev. And that's Joseph and John going side by side. Joseph on the inside. And he's made the move. Tomino, as you can see on those hard tyres, already built quite the gap into the lead. And that's Joseph, followed by John, Deflated, Top Gun, and Sano, your top 6 after all the opening.
Yeah, top 5 on hard tyre as well.
It's probably a good idea to bring that up. Top 5 on hards, Sano, followed by Sano on mediums, as there's a kerfuffle in the back with a Red Bull and an AlphaTauri.
Yeah, it's unfortunate for Adam.
Yeah, Adam and Prev having an incident early on into turn 1, dropping them to 13 seconds off the back of the pack. All the chaos seems to be happening in the midfield though, followed by from, I think that's, who was that, Josh downwards? All the chaos seems to be happening there. That
Yeah.
guy, as we take a look at the position changes, we've got Ryan up 2, that guy up 3, Josh down 4, Smaller up 2 as Tamino crossed the line, set the fast lap. Joseph has held with him, to be fair. I need to turn off the telemetry. That
All
was
3
a
into
close
1.
3 wide into turn 1, I hear. Smaller
Yeah, I
has
think
made the move. Bear and Flamingo Eagle are side by side.
Yeah, good move from
They've all
Smaller.
made it out. They've all made it out unscathed. As that's Sano getting past Top Gun, as we can see on the leaderboard. The medium tyre versus the hard.
Yeah, a lot more pace.
There'll be a lot more pace at the start of the race, but as soon as the tyres drop off, it'll be a very big cliff to fall.
Guessing he's doing medium
Sano
hard,
there.
right?
A chaotic start, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, that was. But it looks like everyone's haven't seen any yellow flags, so that's always a good sign.
Well, we saw the one at turn 1, but that's basically it, really. That is Joseph has gapped John out of DRS. As there's yellow in sector 2, that's Novi who's spun, I believe.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Joseph seems to be very strong in the final sector. It seems to be he's catching Tamino, specifically in the final sector. But they are still pulling from John.
Chaz up to 12. But Josh
He's
might
in,
get him back
yeah.
into turn 1. No, thinks better of it.
On board with Bear. So he does have DRS, the car's in front. He is just about holding on in there. A little bit deep into turn 4. Has broken the gap to Len behind. On the hard tyre, down 2 at the start. Him and Smaller have effectively swapped places.
It's Smaller making good progress. Joseph had a bit of oversteer there, so he had to use a bit of battery.
We'll go back up to the fight for the front. John has still stayed within DRS though.
Yeah, we did say it might be the DRS train.
There's DRS train all the way down from P1 to P6 and then P7 down to 9, which could include 10th if Greg manages to get back into the DRS. But if that happens, it'll be one all the way from 7th to 14th. Because that is Joseph who sticks behind for turn 1, and in the meanwhile TD gets past Ryan, Chaz gets past Greg. Could we see him move possibly? Oh, there's a kerfuffle in the background. That's Greg that's gone round. Smaller has...
Smiley. Oh, not the two guys in
Could
management.
that be removed? Because
Oh dear.
I don't know what happened, but if there was a severe collision, I think we might have cars that are out of the race. There's Prevritise in the pit lane.
Well, to be honest, he hasn't had any practice, so it doesn't surprise me.
No practice, no qualifying, starting from the back, never a
Yeah.
good combination.
Thanks for giving it a go, though, Prev.
Yeah.
Hope you're doing well. Recently became a father.
Joseph is keeping on the back of Tamino here. Obviously the DRS is helping with that, but he has been within the DRS for the entirety of the race so far. And was closing by quite a fair amount.
Yeah, we're getting used to seeing these top 6 battling at the front.
I think the only one we're not used to is Sano, because he only came back last week.
Yeah, and he's already shown. Looks like Ryan might have a chance to get by TD.
We can just about see. Ah, and there's a bit of a kerfuffle there into turn 1 with Deflated and John. Not quite sure what happened there. Maybe John had a little bit of a rear lock. Could this allow Deflated to get past? No, not quite. That is TD past right there, side by side in turn 4, as you can see in the background. TD just about edges ahead. And all the while, they're keeping that guy behind as well. They're banging and barging their way through turn 8. Not ideal if they want to catch up to the cars in front.
Interesting to see if Smaller got any time. Oh, Titus Bears lost it at the slow left-hander.
As we can also take this opportunity to see if Smaller has any damage.
Yeah, I was wondering about that.
I don't think he does. Unless he has floor or side pod damage, which I don't believe is visible.
Yeah, I had that on Canada at the end.
Smaller has gone very well. As
Ooh,
Bears
that's cheeky.
sent
Cheeky.
it on the inside of 13.
That was a cheeky
Very good
move.
move, to be fair.
Be interesting to see Smaller pits.
In between 13.
Ooh,
Bear
Titus
does
Bear,
have
wheel
quite,
spin.
quite the slide. As Top Gun and Sano, having fought into turn 1, have fallen out of the DRS gap. Up in the top flights. Bear on the inside of Lem. Who's caught up
So
to
the mediums are struggling already,
trio.
it seems.
The mediums don't tend to last very long.
Yeah. Do you think it's a
That
one-stop?
is Tidiest Bear flashing on the inside of Smaller. I can't quite get it done. Very slidey out on the exit. Can't quite allow Lem to get through.
There's a lot of people having oversteer moments already in this race.
Maybe it's a setup issue, maybe it's a tyre issue, maybe it's a driver issue.
Yeah, it could be.
is not something that we obviously want to see, and not something that I'd like to say, but you know, saying as it is, as Tomino slides his way through 13 as well.
He's going for a first tonight. He's never not spun at this race before in the past.
He's never not spun, so you're saying he has spun?
Yeah, a couple of times when he's been in the lead. To be fair, a lot of drivers have spun on the track.
As Joseph feels the need to defend. There's a yellow flag off in the background. The final corner. Not quite sure what that was for.
Might have been Titus Bear.
Joseph is very close here. But no, decides to stick behind. And that's Sano and Top Gun going side by side again in the background. Top Gun on the outside, but no, Sano keeps it.
Yeah, so we've just got a top 4 now rather than a top 6.
Yeah. Was that Deflated having a half look there? Don't know where
Yeah, he's showing really good pace.
Maybe he just likes Bahrain. As we see Sano going off in the background.
Yes, yeah, he's going off.
There's a
Is he gonna
yellow
keep the place?
behind.
No, I think Top Gun's got it.
There's a brief yellow where I think that Smaller might have had a bit of a slide. That guy's got past Ryan.
Oh, we got battle with TD, that guy, and Ryan.
Are they all side by side?
Oh, leave
No,
room,
they're
leave
side by
room.
side through 12.
Oh, they nearly come together with TD there, that guy.
Caught the end of that. How on earth they didn't get to get there is beyond me.
Yeah, that was nearly a big accident.
As we'll watch them coming down into turn 1.
Yeah, I think
Don't know if
something
TD
might
can
happen
for
here.
this as they're side by side for the lead. Joseph on the inside of Tomino. Ends up sticking behind, but will have better traction due to the switchback line. And neither of them have DRS, so this could open the door for John. But no, John sticks behind. Joseph on the inside of Tomino. That could open the door now for John John. But no, can't quite get that there either. But that is Joseph Hales up into the lead.
Yeah, as you can
A little
say,
bit of a slide through turn.
you never get an easy win at Bahrain,
No,
just because of how
unless your name
difficult
is
the track
Fernando
is.
Alonso. So that is a rear lock. That's Tidiest Bear going off again at turn 4. But yeah, unless your name is Fernando Alonso, then it's a bit difficult to overtake here. Big slide for Joseph there on the exit of 11. I'm allowed to have timings up, aren't they? Just not the MFD. Is that right? Padge?
Pardon?
I'm allowed to have the timings up, but not the MFD. Is that right?
Timing's up.
Yeah, the timings in the top right, as they are side by side for the lead again.
Oh yeah, you are allowed to have that on.
Okay.
But you know that
Turn that on.
the
Makes things easier.
oh, that's the lap data. Yeah, you're allowed to have that on. I always have lap data on. Makes it so much easier.
Yeah, fair enough.
Just no telemetry.
Mm.
What snacks be after?
I'll have snacks down my throat. That sounds awfully wrong. As Joseph has somewhat gapped him, to 5/10. Obviously closed down by the DRS, but
Yeah, the drivers have all got similar level battery as well. Obviously, we won't mention what they got
it's Tidiest Bear
in case
again.
they're listening, you know.
I think Tidiest Bear, I think his rear tyres are overheating from his previous spins. I think he just needs to back it off a little and let his rear tyres cool down. As
Yeah, it's
by the end of this straight, we will probably be side by side for the lead once more. Tomàs closed his DRS early. He wants the DRS for down to turn 4.
it's almost like he's just choosing to stay behind.
A lot of drivers do. You can
Yeah.
recharge your battery, or you can get DRS in a more optimal place where you can defend later in the lap. But no, Tomàs can't quite get Joseph there. He's turn 4. As we can get a little bit of a glimpse of the battery on the onboard. But we shall not speak. I do not wish to speak. If I speak, I am in big trouble. I don't want to be in big trouble. As that is Bear
Oh, Tidiest Bear again. Yeah, maybe he's got tire pressures on.
No, it'll just be rear tyres overheating because he's had a
Yeah, he
couple of
just
spins
pit.
already.
Maybe he might retire, or yeah.
Yeah, it's 20 seconds off of the next car. If I was in his position, I'd probably do the same.
You don't tend to get safety cars at Bahrain either.
Have we had a... I mean, in 81 we'll get one. Or
Yeah,
82.
oh yeah, you might do, yeah.
Somehow, once I was in a lobby and I managed... So, the people who I was in the lobby with managed to get a safety car at France. Which is notoriously hard to do.
Joseph's got very low
like...
wings, it seems.
Yeah, maybe a little bit. Unless, of course, Tomàs just backing off that little bit to get the better traction down into turn 4.
And Ryan's caught up to the back of DeflatedWee again.
That's Top Gun again.
Yeah.
You keep saying Ryan.
Did I say Ryan?
Yes, you did.
That
might be Joseph with the warning there. That was very close to track limits. Unless, of course, that was just on my screen. In which case... lag. Be gone. I just feel like Smaller must have some form of damage. Because I feel
Yeah,
like
he's
he
probably
wouldn't be
hoping for a
dropping
safety car
that
right now.
far off the pack.
Yeah, I can't see anything.
Mediums go probably 13, 14 laps before you desperately need to come in.
He's probably waiting for the pit stop window, and then he might change his front wing if he did. Oh, we've got a spinner.
There's Lem,
NRG,
who's
yeah, left.
dropped it on the exit of turn 10. And we are side by side for lead once more. As Sano comes into the pits. And that is John going around the outside of Joseph as well. Joseph...
Deflated. We might have a chance with John.
John keeps his nose in there. Deflated is flashing. So it'll be quite hard for him to get alongside. But Tomino's up into the lead again. Joseph has held off John. And that is Flamingo Eagle getting past Greg down the main straight, I believe. Yes, it is. As Sano comes out of the pits, up and down into P13. Smaller's come into the pits as well. He's going to take hards to the end. But Tomino has stretched his gap to nearly 9/10 of a second. I think
he did change his wing.
Staying behind and saving his tyres so that he
He's changing his front wing smaller. That's unlucky of Smaller because he had to save his 5-second penalty as well.
Yes, of course. Forgot about that.
That's very unfortunate.
It means that he can't get that removed either.
He really wants to save the car now. But to be honest, with how difficult his track is, that could definitely happen.
This is true, and the amount of spins that we've seen, if somebody is collected into the wall, we could get one. We don't know.
And Tomino's dropped Joseph out of DRS.
Will Joseph have DRS? Joseph just about has DRS.
Oh, that's so fortunate.
He'll have been milliseconds away. But Tomino hasn't quite broken Joseph yet. And if any of the three behind, if any of the four behind even, if any of those guys want to win the race, they'll need to work together to take down Tomino, I think. As that is Greg getting past Flamingo again, down the main straight. They'll be allowing Sano to close up to them, to be fair.
Oh yeah, Sano pitted for the hard tyre.
Yes.
Should imagine
Right
Charles
on board
will
at the
be
back of the
soon.
train. Right on board with Top Gun for a bit. You can see on the onboard, he is, well, not from the onboard, but you can tell he's flashing.
Yeah, I've seen him flash a few times. John now pushing Joseph. If you're going to do an undercut what lap would you be looking at?
The undercut will probably be either this lap or next lap, but I doubt that you'd get mediums to the end from here, so I'd say that the earliest you could go is lap 15. Otherwise you're not going to the end. I just don't think that the tyre wear is low enough.
Yeah. Sometimes it's better to stay out longer.
Yeah, but is Bahrain a track that you can overtake easily without DRS? That's what the drivers will be looking at. Because if it is, you could do an overcut. If it's not, you might have your work cut out for you. As Adam Skeeno comes into the pits. And Lem, who
Who's
has
retired
retired in
in
the
the
pit lane. There's a yellow flag on the exit of 4th for some reason. And it's gone now, that was interesting. There's Top Gun has dropped back from this train. Sana gets past Greg on his fresh tyres. As Tomino comes in, which means...
Ooh.
Oh no!
He crossed the white line there.
Yeah, that could get reported. But Joseph pulls the undercut.
I meant to cross the pit lane. Didn't you?
No, you're not. How much is the penalty for that?
We'll talk about that. Yeah.
I mean, there's pretty clear evidence, to be fair.
Did anyone behind do it as well?
I don't think so. I think Joseph went to follow him, but Joseph stuck to it. Which is why we now see Joseph Hales in P10 on the fresh medium tyres. We've seen Flamingo Eagle come in, and he got a 5-second speeding penalty. I don't believe anybody else crossed the white line. It's a fake out that you can make, but if you commit to it too long, you are in danger of receiving a penalty.
Flamingo Eagle speed in the pits. He did that last week.
I feel like Bahrain's not really one of the hard ones to do.
Yeah, there's a bit on the right where it gives you a bit of a reference.
Yeah, but in Canada there's not really much reference that you can take. As Tomino now stays out again, John pulls the undercut on him.
And deflated
and deflated and Top Gun. So Tomino will be coming in this lap, otherwise.
And that guy.
Yeah.
And yeah, they're all pitting.
He'll have to come in
TD
this lap,
stays
otherwise
out.
he's at risk of getting undercut. TD stayed out on his hards.
TD's hoping for a safety car.
Chaz has stayed out on his mediums. And Josh has stayed out as well.
The safety car
So
window.
Joseph has undercut them all. And the gap is nearly 2 seconds. And Joseph with the much warmer tyres will still be able to push away as well. So this could be Joseph's race to lose now.
Yeah, and the others have to get the tyres back up to temperature as well.
Yeah. However, Joseph will have traffic in the form of Josh and Chaz. So he'll hope that they both come in this lap and he can just leech off them with the DRS. Novi comes in from the back onto fresh mediums. Will be behind Adam and Smaller.
Tomino stays out.
Tomino. He stayed out again.
What
will happen to TD? Will TD stays out? Will TD stays out? English. TD does stay out. Chaz basically has to come in, and as I say that, he's staying out. Joseph Hale sets the fastest lap, 131.582.
Looking to get by Chaz.
Josh comes in the background. Easily cleared.
Joseph might have been a bit worried there. You're gonna hope you spot your brake ahead. Chaz.
I just feel like a hard soft is really not that great.
No. Do you think it'd be easy for Joseph to get to the end on those mediums?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think he can definitely make it to the end. I think that Chaz could possibly be reaching puncture.
This could be a masterclass in strategy.
It's easier to take mediums to the end in your second stint rather than using them in the first, because on in the first you're on heavy fuel.
And John's getting held up here as well, behind Chaz.
They can't quite clear Chaz. However, if we look at gap to leader, John has now got past Chaz. With the move on the inside of 13, and Deflated will try and get him on the run up to 14.
Yeah, Deflated could get John with DRS down the next straight as well.
This is also true, as Tomino has still stayed out.
Wow.
But as TD comes in now, Joseph sets the fastest lap again by a couple hundredths, if I'm not mistaken. But the gap from Tomino down to Chaz is about 20 seconds. Now, I don't know about you.
Yeah, because Chaz has done 70 laps on medium.
But Tomino, if Top Gun picks up the pace as well, Tomino could come out behind everyone if he's not careful.
Yeah, and that's a lot of work to do.
Mm.
Remember the slap I said that a couple of seasons ago, he came out in like 5th place and he just overtook because he had so much more grip.
I just feel like the softs are going to die off too quickly.
Oh, I wouldn't go on softs. Yeah.
You'd have to at this stage. If you go mediums now, you've just thrown away your race. As we'll watch Tomino now, coming through the final corner. Will he come in this lap? Yes, he does.
Suppose it's breaking.
What tyres does he go on to?
He doesn't have any warnings either, Tomino.
He's gone on to mediums.
I am actually surprised with 10 laps to go.
Yeah, I'd have thought softs unless he doesn't have any.
Yeah, he's going to come out.
And there's Top Gun. Top Gun is on warmer tyres. And the gap from Joseph to Tomino now is about 8.5 seconds. So he'd need to be about a second a lap quicker than Joseph and get through all the traffic to win this race. That is quite an ask.
And he could lose a bit of time here between behind Chaz and Top Gun.
Yeah, this is also true because Chaz is still on 18 lap old mediums. If he's doing a drive to the tyres explode challenge, then there could be a safety car for all we know, as that is Tomino now getting past Chaz. As there's a yellow flag in sector 1 for Adam Ski. It's not been a great day for the Haas boys, has it?
Yeah, he's been very unlucky today. He needed a safety car earlier, and so did Smaller.
Yeah. I think there are a lot of people who need a safety car now. I think Chaz is waiting for a safety car. We'll go on board with Tomino as he goes down the main straight behind Top Gun. Now, he's going to go for the move.
Goes in a bit deep.
Goes in very deep to turn 1.
Top Gun, I think he's going to get him back.
For Top Gun to reopen. He's on the outside, doesn't fight it though. I don't think he opened DRS there, which was actually quite interesting.
No.
And now he has 7.5 seconds to close. With all the traffic, it could be possible. I think it would be very, very close. But if he does make it, it would be literally the drive of the day. That would be absolutely mega.
Yeah, I wonder what the tie difference is percentage-wise.
It's only 4 laps, so I doubt it would be small.
What's the wear per lap?
Somewhere between 3 and 5, depending on how hard you're pushing, of course.
Yeah.
He'll come to the line now to set the fast lap. Flamingo gets a 3-second time penalty. Tomàs is a 1:30.898. As Chaz finally comes into the pits, having done essentially 20 laps on mediums.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he's done a medium soft.
Fast lap was 7 times quicker than Joseph's lap.
On the last lap.
Yeah, his fastest lap was... Oh no, comparing the fastest lap.
Ah, right.
And Joseph had DOS as well.
Tomino could get this.
Yeah, you definitely can still do it.
Hmm.
It's taken a
John
second
John is
to
also
play
very
it. So
close to Joseph.
it's not going to be easy for Tomino though, because obviously John and Deflated have both got DOS as well.
John John
we
is
know they're
just
very
outside
good.
of DRS. But
They're good
might-
defenders.
This is also true, as John just about gets within Joseph's DRS.
Yeah, so this is going to be... Yeah, this is going to be tough for Tomino to get by these.
Hmm.
It's going to be
This could
exciting
be
to
a
watch though.
tactical play though, because if everybody in the train has DRS, and if Joseph can manage the gap to John, this could make it very, very painful for Tomino. As Joseph moves to the right hand side.
John.
He has... That looked like he backed off into turn 1.
Oh, Joseph's gone
yes,
off.
Joseph has to take to the runoff.
Yeah.
That allows Joseph into the... That allows John into the lead.
Yeah.
And deflated up into P2.
I didn't see much contact.
I
Did you
think
see
it's
any
one
contact?
of those where...
Wheel spin, maybe.
No, you can force somebody to right to the edge of the track. But if your front wing alone is alongside, then it's your responsibility to stay on the track. And they're not entitled to leave you room. If that makes any form of sense, as that is Novi who's going slow on the exit of turn 15.
Yeah, he's having a battle with Adam. Adam stays ahead. Oh, Adam's lost into turn 1. Might just have to go up a bit on his brake bias.
Bias on old tyres is only 56 into turn 1, I've found. At least in my setup. If you're running
Yeah.
lower wings, it could possibly be 57. But as that is the top 2 flashing.
Oh, Joseph misses braking and he's John out.
As John spun as well with the
No, that was Joseph went into
hot
him.
rear tyres. With the
Joseph
hot
went
rear
into
tyres,
him.
he's half spun through turn 2. As that is Top Gun having to take avoiding action. I don't think John will be very happy with that.
Oh, I
So
can't
now
believe
it'll be
that.
I think now it'll be a job for Joseph to hold up Tomino so that Deflated can win this race.
Oh, that's so unfortunate. I wouldn't be surprised if Joseph got damaged as well.
Wouldn't be surprised if he gets a penalty for it either.
Yeah, that was 100%.
So this could be Tomino's for the taking.
I think
With
he had
4-lap
one
fresher
eye.
tyres.
I think he had one eye on the car ahead and DeflatedWee behind, and just like too late.
That as
Oh,
Joseph's gone off. And Tomino's
Close.
sort of followed him off, I guess you could call that. And yet they're still closing a little bit on Deflated. Tomino will probably be burning to get past here. Not that he needs to with the DRS, but I think Joseph's just let him go. on a few lap pressure tyres. That is Chaz, who has spun on his soft tyres. I don't know whether that was a reset to track or not. We'll need to check that.
Yeah, I missed that.
I saw him spun, and he looked like he got away again very slowly, but I don't know whether that was because he was turning round or whether he reset, but it will have shown on the map, and he's spun again on the exit of 14. And Tomino is already within Deflated's DRS, so this is Tomino's for the taking, as that is Chaz, who's retired from the session.
Yeah, it's Tomino's to lose now.
Mm.
That really helped
Three lap
him.
fresher
those-
tyres and Deflated.
yeah. Those two coming together really helped him.
As Novi has spun at turn 15. Will he get him already? No, can't quite do it.
I might have been tempted to let him through there to get DRS.
Then again, it probably would have looked a bit like Verstappen and Leclerc in Jeddah in 22. As we see Tomino pull out for the lead. Swoops back in front. And Tomino takes the lead safely. And with 5 laps to go, I think this is all but I think this is
Yeah,
all
just got to avoid any mistakes.
Yeah. I think this is wrapped up. I said that I wasn't sure whether he would. But he's only gone and bloody done it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it would have been harder if the top three were still in the same position. They were
Oh,
a few
agreed.
laps ago.
Absolutely.
Good evening, Pilsk. How you doing? Yeah, I think we just helped by Joseph and John coming
Joseph and
together
John
into
coming
turn one.
together at turn 1. Yeah. I mean, contact is never good to see.
No.
Especially when you're
Yeah.
fighting for this high.
Yeah, it just misses braking fractionally. It can happen.
It's unfortunate, but we all know it happens.
And John looking to get Top Gun. Should be an easy move into turn 1.
They're both flashing, so it might be worth one of them staying behind and recharging a bit for the final lap.
Yep.
Do you agree?
Yeah, I would.
Where's the fastest lap? There it is. Never know, could see somebody have a late box and try and overhaul that.
What if that's only 2 penalties?
Oh yeah, I get to show off my horrible camera view. People seem not to like this. I find it rather funny.
Oh, do you race in that view, do you?
I race on this, yeah.
Oh dear.
People are like, how the hell can you drive with that? I'm just like, it used to be further back and further down. Now it's at maximum height, minimum angle, and as far forward as you can go. I made the
whatever
change
suits.
purely to be able to see the track limits at Canada, but then that still didn't help me.
Yeah. I remember Platty. He used to race in Far Chase Cab,
Ugh.
and he won the first. No, he won
Padge won a championship, I know
Yeah,
that.
he went assist tier 1, yeah.
Season 2? Was it either season 1 or season 2? I can't remember.
Season 1, I think it was.
Hmm.
And then John B won 2.
Yes. History lesson with Padge. A league history lesson.
Yeah, that all played out very well for Tamino.
Hmm. He hasn't pulled away by that much, to be fair. Also, the notwithstanding penalty for crossing the white line that could possibly be reported.
Oh yeah, forgot about that.
So it could yet be taken away, and with only 2 laps to go.
When the heart rate's going during the race, drivers do pick up these little things that could be to their advantage.
Hmm. And sometimes you see things that aren't there.
Yeah.
But we don't get into that on stream.
No, it's just 1 lap to go after this one.
Mm-hmm.
That's been a very good race though, pretty close.
Yeah, this race has been very enjoyable. Had lots of chaos, a fighting comeback drive from the man that's currently in the lead from P6 before retirement. Well, no, that was before Chaz's pit stop before he retired. He was down in P6, now up to P1, having been 8.5 seconds back, and with a nearly 4-second lead at the end of lap 28. He was up there in Canada.
Oh yeah.
And likely would have won had he had a dry setup. But by that same metric, he probably wouldn't have had pole.
He also underfueled though, didn't he? He was lifting coasting.
This is also true. I forgot about that.
I was there to witness it.
I was too, but my memory isn't that great.
Mine either, actually.
I have the memory of a goldfish.
Oh, TD gets 3-second penalty.
TD gets 3 seconds. Top Gun and John are side by side.
It's not going to
behind.
cost him anything though.
That's going to cost John and Top Gun. As Tomino slides his way into turn 10. He has 5/10 to make the gap, to be fair. If he wants to... If he does get the penalty. But again, we don't know. This will be
Yep, we never know.
put to the stewards. He is flashing already. So he has been pushing on this last lap.
Just 1 corner remaining for Tamino.
He comes around the final corner. Or final 2 corners, really.
Ooh.
Because that is technically 2 corners. And Tomino comes across the line, takes a checker flag, and wins. Fantastic comeback drive.
Congratulations.
Takes the win by nearly 5 seconds.
Oh,
DeflatedWee
4.8, yeah.
comes home
Be
P2.
interesting.
Joseph Hales after the contact in P3. John just about holding on from Top Gun in P4 and P5 respectively. That guy comes to the line now 6th, Ryan 7th, Sano 8th. Undercut strategy from mediums to hards that didn't quite pay off. TD comes home P9 after that 3-second penalty for track limits with a couple laps from the end. And Josh rounds out the top 10.
Oh, Greg just misses out on points.
Yeah. Was
Pretty
by
good.
quite a margin, to be fair.
So we had no safety car, no VSC, and no one underfueled.
Yeah, this is true. Greg takes P11. Flamingo coming around the final corner. Novi, having been lapped, is P15. Flamingo P12. Smaller will get Flamingo on penalties. And Adam Ski, having had what seems like is probably the longest race of his life. He's had an eventful one.
Yeah, fair play to him for making it to the end.
Yeah, and for keeping going as well.
Yeah, a lot of people would have just given up.
But that was a thoroughly enjoyable race.
Yeah, it was a great
This
race.
week on Willow Watch.
What was that?
John B season 1, Platty season 2, Josh seasons 4, seasons 3 and 4, and Deflated season 5. I think that's a little bit off there, Sun God. But congratulations to Tamino.
Yeah, congratulations.
Trekman in the AlphaTauri, having recently rejoined us after a season and
I
a
thought
half out.
Novotek won season 5 and it's just 2-1.
Oh dear.
Congratulations to the top 3. It'll be interesting to see if those are the positions they stay in.
Interesting to see whether Tamino keeps the win as well.
Yeah, it could be. I'll have to see. See if any eagle eyes were in that race.
But that was thoroughly enjoyable.
Yeah, that guy up from 12 to 6. That's good. Will you be doing driver of the day?
I will be doing driver of the day.
Nice.
We shall have to wait and see.
You won't hear it on stream, unfortunately for you, though.
No.
Thank you everyone who watched the race, though.
Yeah, thank you everyone for turning up and watching with us. Thank you to SunGod, who's been here for the start of the stream. Pilski, who's been here for a while, I think.
Yeah.
Recently popping up at the end.
Appreciate you all watching. And we got some more on Thursday and Sunday.
Redeemer, if he's still here.
Yeah, Thursday should be mouthwatering as well.
Thursday will be 81 for the Bahrain Grand Prix. Which I myself will be a part of. So that will be quite fun. I'm looking at the pace right now and it's looking pretty darn good.
Yeah, that's good to hear. I look forward to watching that.
I look forward to racing in it, and I will see you all on. We'll see you guys in the stream